episode of Super Reaction Bros. I'm Kristen.
I'm Christopher.
And on today's episode, we're taking a look at the next death battle because he got remotely interested in it. And this is Thor. I'll explain why I said that. This is Thor versus Wonder Woman.
Marvel versus DC.
I think again. Anyways, for those who don't know, this is Thor's second death battle. His first death battle was against Raiden from Mortal Kombat. Sadly, Raiden got his ass handed to him, mainly because of how batshit insanely powerful Thor is.
Yeah.
Like, that's where I found out Mjolnir, part of Mjolnir was made from a dying dwarf star.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so he's gonna win that. Now, we're looking at today is Thor versus Wonder Woman. Now, for those who don't know, in the current iteration, Wonder Woman is a demigod. She is born of Hippolyta and Zeus?
Yes.
Yeah, I got it right! I'm not that much into DC. I'm only vaguely remembering stuff from like the animated series and the really, really good DCEU movie.
Yeah.
That came out recently. So, who do you think's gonna win? Now, I know I just said about him being a Batman fan, a DC fan in general, but I want your dead honest opinion, knowing full well what Thor is capable of, knowing full well what Wonder Woman is capable of, who will win? I'm not taking sides.
Who do you think? Be honest, be straight.
Honestly, I'm not entirely sure about Wonder Woman's abilities. I've only gotten what I've gotten off the animated series, the last DCEU movie, and stuff I've heard online and through YouTube. Thor, I know a little bit more on, mainly because of more Marvel. Based off of all of that, what Wonder Woman can do, I'm still going to go with Thor.
I know I'm a DC fanboy, and of course people may think, oh, he's going to go for Wonder Woman, but I honestly think Thor has this one only because, like I said, I know Wonder Woman, but it's not like I know every single story that she's done or anything like that, and her full potential. Yeah. So I could be wrong. I'm going with Thor only because, he's more of, like I said, I know I've been following him a little bit more, and he is, he has the power of, thunder and lightning, all that pretty much. He's got Mjolnir. I mean, with Wonder Woman, she doesn't really have any, type of extra power. All I know about Wonder Woman, she does, I don't know if they're going to bring this up, is that in the original, I know back in the beginning, there's a reason why she wore the bracelet. It wasn't because of the whole ding ding ding. No, it was because she, you take off the bracelet, she goes into like a berserker type of rage.
They're going to bring that up.
Most likely they'll bring that up, so hopefully maybe we'll see. Maybe they may bring that up, and maybe that would, if they do bring that up, then maybe I could, maybe pretty much I would say I would go for Wonder Woman, because when you have this demigod go into berserker rage, you don't know what's going to be coming out of her.
Yeah, and also the fact that this is going to be A, less depressing than the last death battle, and B, much better debate on this than the last death battle. I mean, it was a bear versus a dog. I mean, jeez. Sorry.
Remember me.
God, why did you have to bring that up, man?
You brought it up first with what we saw last. But anyways, like I said before, like, as of right now, for me, it's for Thor. Like I said, only because of that. But like I said, for any other reasons they may bring up, like I said, I'm maybe halfway through, I may switch over to Wonder Woman, but depending on what they bring up for Wonder Woman. Because like I said, that's one major thing I know about her. I mean, she does have her other weapons, stuff like that, but you're going to get somebody who's got a hammer that's made out of dwarf star.
Did you see how bad Green Arrow versus, what was the Hawkeye battle was? God, that, I'm going to bring that up. Their last Marvel vs. DC I didn't like was that, because they ran out arrows. And then they didn't fisticuff. They just came up with better ways of shooting each other with a bow.
Yeah, pretty much.
There was no fisticuffs, and both of them do have combat skills, combat training. So I'm hoping this should be better than that.
Yeah. So let's just dive right into this for ScrewAttack's Thor versus Wonder Woman, Marvel versus DC death battle. So here we go.
The different pantheons of gods and goddesses have always been rife with conflict, and these heavenly
was some
wars
pretty
can
badass
last
scenes in
for
that movie.
centuries.
Yeah.
Like with Thor, Norse champion of Asgard and son of Odin.
And Wonder Woman, Greek warrior of the Amazons and daughter of Zeus.
He's wears that boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
I like the animation so far.
They have one guy
This is
for
the
it.
realm
I know.
eternal, root of the world tree
Alright.
and noblest of the 9 dimensions, Asgard.
Like a protector for your butt?
Asgard.
I love that.
Alright, protect them for your butt?
Inhabited by warriors so powerful, many believe them to
Oh,
be
that's from the
immortal
original
deities.
EMH
And
series.
they sort of were. But being immortal in Asgard is a funny thing. See, every few thousand years, these fellas go through a little apocalyptic event where everybody dies.
Then they're born anew with only vague memories of their previous lives. This is the cataclysmic event known as Ragnarok. And Asgard's newest king, the All-Father Odin, was determined to break this cycle.
So he fathered the best damn warrior the realms had
Now
ever
you know
seen.
this kid.
The mighty Thor.
Thor spent most of his life living among his people and defending his realm from its enemies.
And he was good at it. Like, really good. He's their tank and DPS all rolled into one when it comes to raiding other realms.
Tank and
And boy, does he look the part. This guy is 6 feet 6 inches of pure muscle. And possibly
Yes,
because
two
he
pet
somehow
goats.
weighs 640 pounds.
Thor
Listen
was
to
trained
Frog.
by the best.
No, yeah, I saw that
He earned his
episode.
medal across multiple worlds. He helped found the Avengers and has defeated everything
Yeah.
from giants to demons to other gods.
As a real-life god, Thor is super strong, super fast, and super durable. And even on those rare occasions when he does get hurt, he patches up real quick with his healing factor.
And of course, being the god of thunder lets him control lightning and even the earth itself.
But Thor isn't complete without his iconic arsenal. He wears the Belt of Strength, which doubles his already impressive might, and he swings around the most awesome tiny little hammer you've ever seen.
Mjolnir.
Mjolnir is an ancient
Mjolnir.
weapon. 65 million
Mjolnir.
years ago, it was forged by dwarves by harnessing a star. Its construction was so intense, it caused the star to explode, and its fiery remains eradicated the dinosaurs.
Talk about metal!
Speaking of metal, Mjolnir is forged from Uru, an extremely durable iron-like ore that is highly susceptible to enchantment. Mjolnir in particular is enchanted to house a cosmic storm powerful enough to shake black holes. And yes, the wielders of Mjolnir can access the storm's powers, including levitation and control over weather.
Never wanted anything so bad in my life.
Unfortunately, only those the hammer deems worthy can actually wield it, or
Yeah.
even pick it up for that matter.
See,
You must be pure of heart and noble
Oh,
of
that
mind,
scene.
or else it won't even budge.
Well,
Right there.
lucky for Thor, he's
Right there.
adding
Bunch the
Mjolnir's
move.
awesome power to his own. And with their powers combined, nothing can stop him.
Thor has easily tagged Quicksilver, who at his best can run around 670 million
but the
miles
Flash
per
owned
hour.
his ass.
And Thor can move even faster than that when his hammer is dragging him around.
Yeah, that's a thing. Thor doesn't really fly.
Right, he
on his own
just
in the same
gets
way
dragged
people like
along.
Superman or Captain Marvel do. Instead, he literally chucks his hammer as hard as he can and hangs on for dear life as it takes him for a ride.
Thor has said Mjolnir is fast enough to reach the edge of the universe in 60 seconds. This
Damn.
means it can travel at least 350 trillion miles per hour, or over 500,000 times the speed of light.
Don't let go, Goldilocks. Hitting pavement at that speed might
Hey,
hurt
man.
even you.
the Flash and
He'll be
his hammer are
fine.
best
He can
friends.
withstand a dip in the sun, where it can be over 27 million degrees Fahrenheit. And while he was knocked unconscious, he did survive a bomb capable of planet busting, equal to a force of over 53 quadrillion megatons of TNT.
I'm more impressed that he lifted this giant-ass snake. Look at that thing.
The Midgard serpent is massive, capable of wrapping around the entire Earth twice. It stretches nearly 900 miles wide and 50,000 miles long. By comparing it to the largest living snakes, the 550-pound green anaconda, we can estimate the Midgard serpent weighs about 17 trillion tons.
Hold on, Wiz. I know my snakes, and it looks like that Mudguard serpent is actually constricting the Earth. By squeezing prey, a snake can apply pressure 16 times its normal weight. So Thor didn't just lift a really heavy snake, he outmatched 272 trillion tons of force.
That is correct, Boomstick.
Goddamn right it is.
It is important.
Goddamn right it
the
is.
unbelievable power Thor possesses. So much so that in fights with other godly beings, whole worlds can shatter. If it ever comes to it, he can even enter a state of warrior's madness. While he uses some
he has it
control
too.
doing this, his power increases tenfold.
Why did we put this guy up against Raiden again?
I know, right?
Thor's cocky attitude has put him in all kinds of
Yeah.
trouble. He's even lost Mjolnir's power more than once as a result.
Yeah, the hammer isn't invulnerable, and if Thor's holding on to it, its enchantment can even be tricked. Like that one time the Hulk used his own hammer against him by moving his arm. Why, you hit yourself!
So,
Well, yeah,
for
pretty
a
much.
lesson in humility, Odin banished him to Earth, transforming him into a handicapped human.
You call that a handicap? That's a limp. I'm over here with a friggin' shotgun for a leg, and I'm not even allowed to park in those special parking spaces.
Still, it turns out sending Thor to Earth was all part of Odin's plan to alter the cycle of Ragnarok, as such a thing had never been done before. And it worked. 4,000 years after the previous Ragnarok, Armageddon was stopped for good, and the gods
That's
were
why
free.
he's fearing.
All thanks to
In the
Thor.
third movie, he's
And
fearing
the
the
giant
next the
time
coming
traveling
of
floating sentient
Ragnarok.
idol,
Yeah.
but mostly Thor.
Can't make this stuff
I
up.
love this part of it.
I accept your surrender.
Anybody else?
Anyway,
Legend has it that lost among the waves sits a solitary island.
let's see how wrong we
called
probably
Themyscira,
are.
Yeah,
shrouded in
completely.
secrecy and inhabited solely by women.
Hey, Wiz, guess what's my new #1 vacation spot?
Oh, nurse! Oh, look at the two
Despite their
characters
paradise
saying
isle
it
far
too.
from civilization, the women of Themyscira are more dangerous than you'd think. They are Amazons, immortal warriors created by the Olympian gods. Their mission? To spread the peace and justice of the gods to a barbarian world.
And ship anything to you for free within 2 days.
If you pay an annual fee.
A bunch of centuries later, they were kind of out of the loop. These chicks had never even heard of shotguns before.
Until the day a military plane crashed near the island. Determined to reconnect with the world and establish peace once again, the Amazons held a tournament to select a representative.
The final test requiring each lady to block a bullet from just a couple yards away. Damn, they don't mess around.
The winner was one of their youngest, a brave woman known simply as Diana.
And that's how she became the Wonder Woman.
Due to her warrior heritage, Wonder Woman was trained from
girl
a
was
very
cute.
young age in just about every aspect of combat you can imagine.
Because what else is she gonna do on that island? She's a master with swords,
I'm gonna give a
axes,
couple things.
spears, bows, shields. Ah, hell, pretty much anything
Get your
that
mind
isn't
together,
gun.
Chris.
Her Amazon physiology grants her super strength, super speed, heightened wisdom, and the ability to heal from most wounds almost instantly.
And she can fly, just like Superman. How else do you think she'd get around? An invisible jet? That's stupid. How'd you even remember where you parked it?
To further improve her deadliness, she carries a rather unique arsenal, among which are her iconic bracelets of submission.
Ah, that
Bracelets
sounds
of
like some
submission.
weird BDSM shit.
Yeah.
Well, they kind of were, but the universe has been reset more than enough times to change all that, thank God.
Right. Anyway, those bracelets are her greatest tool for defense.
Forged by the smith god Hephaestus using the remains of Zeus's legendary Aegis shield, the bracelets are impervious to nearly anything, including gunfire, demon lightning, and Kryptonian heat vision, which can be hotter than the sun.
They can summon Zeus's lightning, or even the
shit,
indestructible
okay.
Aegis
Yeah.
they were made from.
To
Oh.
avoid collateral damage, the bracelets also suppress
That's what
some of
that was.
Diana's strength. Taking them off vastly increases her godly power.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
and she
was
can
right.
use them to summon weapons like her magic sword.
Also forged by Hephaestus, this sword's edge is so sharp that it can slice through microscopic atoms. This means a precision strike from Wonder Woman can cut through nearly any material.
Man, this asbestos god makes some top-notch stuff.
Shit.
Wonder if he does commissions.
He's not responsible for Diana's final weapon, the lasso of truth.
This unbreakable whip has the power to make anybody it touches tell the truth. Bad news for any cheating boyfriends she might have.
What other depraved thoughts must you be
This is for-
God, your daughter's got a nice rack.
Queen?
Of course, she
God, your daughter has a nice rack.
her awesome combat skills.
According to Batman, Diana is the greatest melee fighter in the world, which is no small feat in a universe with people like Karate Kid, Deathstroke, and Batman himself.
Yeah.
Did you say the Karate Kid? Man, Daniel-san's really moved up in the world.
The point is, Wonder Woman is a master martial artist who's trained all her life. And while she has no official birth date, we do know she was born during the age of the Roman Empire, specifically when they employed centurions. Including the additional time she spent fighting in Valhalla before going back in time, this means Wonder Woman must be about 3,000 years old.
All things considered, she looks pretty damn good for her age. And that's more than enough time to become a master ass-kicker. It also helps that she's pretty darn quick. She's kept pace with Superman and defeated the speedster Professor Zoom, while blind.
At one point, Wonder Woman was battling an ancient god who had fragmented himself into trillions of pieces, each spread to different corners of the universe. And while he summoned his pieces back at faster than light speed, Wonder Woman was able to stand in his way and block all of them.
That's insane! I mean, she's moving so fast, there's like a bunch of her.
Moving thousands of times the speed of light can do that. In fact, she's moving so fast she's probably breaking all manners of quantum physics.
She's also ridiculously strong. She punched Doomsday into literal dust and helped pull the Earth around.
The force needed to move an object out of the sun's orbit equals around 1,000th of the object's mass, including the Earth
I think
itself.
I may be switching
Assuming
over
Wonder
to
Woman was pulling her fair
Wonder
share,
Woman, like I said
this
before.
means she can lift 2.2
It's awesome.
quintillion tons.
Huh. And Grandpappy Boomstick always told me women were the weaker sex. I don't see him lifting a third of the Earth.
She's also incredibly tough. Nuclear explosions hardly even faze her.
Oh yeah, she punched a warhead and tanked it point blank. And then one day, Superman, who can see atoms, decided to split one to test her magic sword. Surprise, surprise, it literally blew up in their faces. Wacky antics.
Even more impressive was her fight with Zoom, in which she took several light-speed punches which, according to her fellow Justice League member The Flash, hit like a white dwarf star. That would equal 2 billion megatons of force.
Unfortunately, Wendy's not invincible. She's got her own kryptonite, and it's a lot more common than radioactive alien rocks.
Her durability holds up well against almost everything, except for piercing weapons.
Which just seems like an unacceptable weakness when you're that strong. Knives, swords, spears, any kind of blade will do the trick. But especially bullets, which is probably why she's gotten so good at blocking them with those bracelets.
Unfortunately for swordsmen and sharpshooters,
Like the
Diana
music.
doesn't go down easily.
In fact, a good stabbing is more than likely just gonna piss her off. And that's when you learn just how dangerous Wonder Woman can really be.
Yep.
You know they had to bring it up.
Yeah.
Alright,
I'll stick with Thor.
I'm going back to Wonder Woman after this, yeah.
But first, all this talk of godly people makes me want some godly food.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Over the past 5 years,
Anyways,
Blue Apron has
commercial
created
break.
over 1,000 recipes.
Like I was saying
October,
before,
Blue Apron is celebrating its 5th anniversary
I'm still sticking
by bringing
with
back
Wonder
its top
Woman.
20
You're gonna stick
recipes
with-
from the
I'm
past
gonna stick.
5
I'm
years.
going to stick with Wonder
I'll
Woman.
go
The Blue Apron
Thor.
community.
I think
Keeping
Thor
things fresh, Blue Apron normally
may
does
be
it
the
for
underdog in
one
this case.
calendar year,
I think
which
Thor's
makes
gonna be
this
the
limited
underdog
time
here.
offer something special. Blue Apron costs less than $10 a meal per person,
Yeah.
which is a good deal.
Yeah.
You can even customize your recipes for each weekly delivery. It's all about giving you fresh recipes to explore.
Certain
as
things,
you
that's what I said,
learn
certain
each
things I
new
did not
dish.
know about
Every meal
Wonder
comes
Woman
with
that
an easy
makes
to
it
follow
interesting,
recipe
so.
anybody can follow to whip up your new favorite meal. They've even got Boomstick hooked. He's off cooking his meal to eat during the fight right now. Check out this week's menu and get $30 off your first meal with free shipping by going to blueapron.com/battle. You'll love how good it feels and tastes to create incredible home-cooked
At least
meals
they're
with
giving you
Blue
the
Apron,
things
so
that you
don't
have to
wait.
make it.
Your favorite
True,
Blue Apron
but
recipes are back on the menu.
I mean,
That's
Or go to a grocery store.
blueapron.com/battle. Blue Apron, a better way to cook.
But right now, it's time for a death battle!
Alright, here we go.
oh god,
Looks like we're on the mascara.
somewhere. Let's go somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere.
You! No man can enter the Mascara unannounced.
Stand down, wayward maiden. This sort of thing never turns out well for women like yourself.
Oh God, I forgot how.
Oh. I don't think you've ever known a woman like me.
What? Here we go. Easy guy.
You are undone!
Incredible. Time to stop holding back, Diana.
Ow. I don't think that cliffside deserved that. Oh, cute. One of his moves from Marvel's Capcom.
Yeah.
I think it's going to come down to strength overall.
I think so. Sword, so like that.
Such reckless abandon. Or misguided fear.
Feel heaven's wrath!
Oh, not the moon. What did the moon ever do to you?
Oh shit.
And now the world
moon is dead.
The world is destroyed. Yeah, nice, guys.
Never shall the god of thunder relent!
You will to me!
I'll kill you!
Oh, his
I'll
rage.
kill you dead!
Excuse me?
Oh, goddamn. Nice choice on sound effect. That got hurt.
His strength increases, remember?
What?
Oh,
Oh, yes!
You're not worthy.
She took it off.
no, not that. I figured she was gonna win, not that.
KO! Whoa, go Wundy! Looks like somebody's been watching
Really?
too much Game of Thrones.
Thor and
With the
Wonder Woman
hammer
actually have
thing?
some surprising ways. Their
I
weapons were
knew one of them was
enchanted,
gonna
their use
win,
of
I was still
spirits
trying to
were
go for
similar,
Thor.
and even their super modes did almost the same sort of thing.
But Lady Wonder had a couple big things going for her, like her speed. Sure, Thor's fast enough to tag Quicksilver, and his travel speed with Mjolnir is just stupid fast. But Wonder Woman's shown that she's even more stupid fast in combat over and over again.
Such as when she blocked trillions of God shards flying at her from the edges of the universe, most likely faster than any speed Mjolnir was capable of. She was even able to catch Zoom in her lasso, despite how he wasn't just running ahead of her in physical space, but he was also ahead of her in time. Wrap your noggin around that one.
Thor's durability was greater than Wonder Woman's, but the difference in strength was a different story. In fact, when comparing their Earth and Snake feats, she was 8,000 times stronger than him. But the final nail in Thor's coffin was their choice of weaponry.
Mjolnir may have been tough for Diana to defend against, but it couldn't exploit her weakness to piercing weapons. Meanwhile, Diana's magic sword could slice at a microscopic level, something Thor couldn't possibly be prepared to defend against.
You can have skin so tough that you can take a bath in the sun no problem, but it won't do a damn thing to a blade that can literally sever your atoms.
Ultimately, while many of their talents were evenly matched, Diana's speed, strength, and weaponry proved too much for Thor Odinson.
Yep, he was done, Thor.
The winner
Ah,
is Wonder
that
Woman.
was bad.
Wonder Woman.
Stick around, we're about to announce the combatants for the next death
I already know
battle.
what
If you
this.
wanna watch
It's
exclusive commentary on this
shit.
episode, click that little box over there and start a first membership trial. Try to grab one of these shirts too.
Katsuya Churchill!
Thank God!
Oh,
Yeah, it's Andy.
yeah. I don't watch any of these, sorry.
So that was Death Battle, and man, did our opinions change by the end of it.
Well, mainly mine pretty much changed at least.
I wish went with Thor still because I just feel like somebody should back up Thor at least.
He did it
After the Wonder Woman thing, it was like the Smokey the Bear thing. You knew clearly who was gonna win.
Yeah, there's certain things I didn't know about Wonder Woman. That was pretty interesting. Like I said, they did bring up the fact, you know, when she takes off the bracelets, she goes into that, you know, berserker type of rage, or just that, you know, more powerful rage.
I only call bullshit on the lasso hitting him with the hammer thing. I mean, that's the only thing I call bullshit on. Did they seriously have to add that part? I mean, that's the only part I really call bullshit on. I'm being honest. Like, I would normally try to fanboy this, but it's the only part I call bullshit on. It's like, there was no part where she tried to pick up the hammer. You know? Yeah. If they had the part where she tried it just for a split second,
then maybe it would change.
That would make sense. But they added that just because they said it. You know, that's the only part I hated. But overall, it was a fine death battle.
It was a fun death battle. I loved it. Like I said, it's gonna be difficult pretty much for them to top that one. I mean, that was awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, we really enjoyed it. The Asgard thing was funny. So protect butts.
But
it's fun that Boomstick knew that really big fact about like the strength of the serpent.
Oh yeah.
It's like he even was like, wow, okay, so yeah, that. But yeah, it was a fun fight. Now we're not gonna probably check out the Naruto vs. Ichigo fight.
Again, like we said,
that's really anime, and I would know more than he. So
yeah, we usually do stuff where we put something we both know. At least.
We've reached consensus on. So yeah, that was that battle.
Hopefully, there's another one that will be coming up after this or something like that, so we can watch that we both would know. Because I know, like, it's after this, I don't know when the next death battle we'll be watching will be. So
yeah. So other than that, if you're new to the channel, you can hit the like button. If you want to talk some more about stuff like this, comment down below. If you want to share us around, share it around. And if you like us just a little bit more than anybody else when it comes to talking about death battles, hit the subscribe button down below. Or if you're also on mobile, hit the bell icon to the right.
And as always, comment down below if you agree, disagree. You know, just comment down below, let us know what your thoughts are, what facts that you would like to bring in on this, pretty much. Just see, you know, Thor should have won because of this or that. Let us know in the comments below, especially if you agree with us or you disagree with us, or either one of us. But again, also comment down, let us know what you thought of our reaction to this death battle.
That's right.
And thank you for watching.
So until next time, I'm Kristen.
I'm Christopher.
And that has been a very death-filled episode of SRB.
See ya
later.
Hey guys, thanks for watching.
Yeah, and if you want to see any more of our videos, check out the playlist links down below in the description.
And you can also check out our Twitter account pretty much down below at Super React Bros.